The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
Welcome to the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net. This is Mike, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. I will be doing the pre-checks for tonight. This is a directed net, and all traffic needs to go through net control. If there's any priority or emergency traffic, you can break in at any time. The net is on the following: Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo repeater, which is 147.39 megahertz with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8, or Allstar Node 48496, or Echolink Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee Romeo. Okay, now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's go check on the net team, also known as the Mickey Mouse roll call. First of all, Nick at Night, KE8QKO, are you there?
KE8QKO, yes, Mike, I'm here and standing by for the start of that. Looking forward to it. With that, sir, I'll pass it back to you, KE8QKO.
Okay, Nick, you sound fine. Everything's working good. I'll clear with KE8QKO. Let's go to Dustin, KD8EPC. Are you there?
W8WKY. KE8QWE and the pre-show. This is KD8EPC. I am here. I don't know if I'll be here for the whole net or not. My back is kind of hurting, so we'll play that by ear, but keep me on the list. KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
Okay, that sounds good. I hope that you get to feeling a little bit better. I know you've been having a lot of issues with your back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with Mr. Squatch, and let's go see what Just Nick is up to. KD8SLG, are you there?
KE8QWE, this is KD8SLG. Yes, sir, Mike, I am here. You sound absolutely marvelous, and it's great seeing you this afternoon, buddy. And I'll be here listening in on the Beacon Net. This is KD8SLG, back to net control.
And like always, Nick, you sound fantastic. I'm sure I sound like me. Okay, I'll go ahead and clear with KD8SLG. Finally, Andy, AB8MO, I know that you are there.
All right, I appear to have internet back. It's been out all day. I thought I was going to have the hotspot off my phone, but looks like the internet's back, and I just got home. So I don't have the trivia ready yet, but I will by the time the net starts. Got everybody off NetLogger checked in at this point. Those of you checking in on RF, you need to wait 1 second after the courtesy tone, or I will not hear you because I'm on Allstar. So put keying will not get you in faster. Just a reminder, back to net, AB8MO.
Okay, Andy, that sounds good. You sound fantastic. Okay, I'll go ahead and clear with AB8MO. If you'd like to check into the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo Bravo 5 Victor Delta Bravo, Ron in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Alpha India Zulu, WB4AIZ, Chuckett, Florida. Usual in and out.
Kilo Charlie 0, Lima Romeo Mike, KC0, KC0 LRM, Kelly and Tulsa.
Whiskey Bravo 4, Alpha India Zulu, WB4AIZ, Chuck in Florida. In and out.
Okay, let's see who we have here. We have KC0 LRM Kelly. Hello, are you going to be here for the entire show?
Oh, yeah, I plan on hanging around for the big show. Count me down.
Okay, that sounds good. We are glad to have you. Whiskey Bravo 4 AIZ. Chuck, are you going to be here for the entire show?
Negative. I'm in and out as usual. It's still too late for my past my bedtime, you might say, here at the facility. I got to rest up for the tropical storm, hurricane, whatever, coming this way. Hopefully we'll be on the northeast corner, but hopefully it won't. It's supposed to be go north of us before Yazzie.
Okay, Chuck, that sounds good. Hey, I want you to stay safe there. Those storms can be nasty. Okay, I'm going to go and clear with Whiskey Bravo 4 AIZ. Okay, let's go talk to Ron in Broken Arrow, KB5 VDB.
Good evening, everyone. This is KB5 VDB. Go ahead and put my bunch in for the count. And I missed just Nick the other night on my net. So I don't think I'll stick around, though. So we'll talk to you all later. KB5 VDB.
Okay, Ron, that sounds good. Have a great night. If you would like to check into the Sunday night edition of the BeaconNet, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Quebec Romeo Keith in Uniontown KE8TQR.
Okay, I have KE8TQR, Keith in Uniontown. Are you going to be here for the entire net?
I'll be sticking around for a while, Mike. KE8TQR.
Okay, Keith, that sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8TQR. If you'd like to check into the Sunday night edition of the BeaconNet, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Foxtrot 5, Alpha, Delta, Echo, Nick. And also add Kilo, Golf 5, Sierra, Yankee, Charlie, Sandy in Cibolo, Texas. Back to net control.
Okay, I have KF5 A KC8DE. Are you going to be here for the entire show?
Yes, we will be here for the whole show, and we look forward to the question. Back to you.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and clear with a KF5ADE. How about KG5SYC? Sandy, hello.
She's trying to get back to the microphone here, but she is.
This is KG5SYC, and hello, Net, and I'm staying around for the show. Don't know how much I'll be talking, but we'll be in there. This is KG5SYC, back to you, Net Control.
Okay, Sandy, that sounds good, and I know that you're going to do trivia, and I know that Sandy is always right. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with KG5SYC. Okay, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the BeaconNet, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
W8WKY.
Kilo Delta 2, Hotel Charlie Echo, and I'll be in and out tonight listening.
Okay, that sounds good, Chris. Have a great night. I hope that you enjoy the show. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with K82HCE. If you'd like to join us on the BeaconNet, please come with your name, your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically.
Kilo Echo 8 Bravo Hotel Quebec KEATHQ Benjamin out of Strasbourg.
Okay, I have KE8BHQ. Hello there, Ben. I would imagine you're going to be around for the entire net and do our trivia.
That's correct. This is KE8BHQ, and I'll be sticking around for the big show.
Oh, cool. Okay, Ben, that sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8BHQ. If you'd like to join us on Sunday night edition of the BeaconNet, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo Charlie 8 Echo Yankee. KC8 Y Dave, I'll be in and out.
Okay, let's go to KC8EY. That is Dave, and you're going to be in and out. So have a great night. Okay, I better go ahead and ID this thing. This is Kilo Echo 8 Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. If you'd like to join the Sunday night edition of the BeaconNet, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. Well, it looks like things are slowing up a little bit, but that's not uncommon. So if you would like to join us tonight on the BeaconNet, just come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically along with your name, and that way we know that we have you. Okay, well, it looks like most everybody who wants to get checked in early is here. I know that we're going to get a few more, so if you'd like to join us, come with your call sign, phonetically followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
AB and MO recheck.
Go ahead, AB8MO.
Yeah, there are a few that got checked in that you didn't call. Line 8, line 9, line 10, 11, 14, 15, 16. They never got called. And 22. So, you want to call them, or you just want me to go through the roster here, the ones that didn't get picked up, and hopefully by then we'll have more check-ins there, Mike. This is AB8MO.
Okay, Andy, thank you much. I definitely miss those. Let's go out and talk to Ray. K5CFY. Hello, Ray. K5CFY, Ray. Okay, he's probably on another net. He usually is about this time. Let's go out to and talk to Eddie, which is Whiskey 3 ETB. Eddie, hello.
Yes, hi. I'm here, and I will be here probably for the trivia question and to be able to answer the trivia question, and may stick around for a bit after that to listen in. So, be here. This is WTV. Back to that.
Okay, Eddie, that sounds good. I'll go ahead and clear with Whiskey 3 ETP. Okay, let's go to Monroe Falls and Mike. Whiskey Bravo 8 CXO. Hello. Okay, Mike, that sounds good. I would imagine you're going to be here for the entire net. Over. Okay, let's go to KC5, Real Big Guns. Hello, Shannon.
Howdy, KC5. Whoa. Turn that down a little bit. KC5 RBG. I'll be hanging around for the big show. And look forward to it. Hope everyone over there in Ohio is doing great. Today was kind of a milder type day. It was kind of nice, actually. KC5 RBG. Back to the net.
Okay, that sounds good. Good, Shannon. We are glad to have you. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KC5 RBG. Okay, let's just go see what Lucy's up to. KE8YUK. Hello, Lucy.
Mike and the net. This is KE8YUK. I'll be checking in and out for tonight. Betty finally went to sleep, and I, too, want to go to sleep. So I'm going to pass it back to Net and wish everybody a great, fabulous night. And a shout-out to Aviator Mo for hanging out with us earlier and making my husband's day. I appreciate it so, so much. Back to Net. Good night. God bless.
Okay, Lucy, have a great night. I'll go ahead and clear with KE8YUK. Let's go see what Josh is up to. KE8VKA. Hello, Josh.
Good evening, Mike and everybody in the net, KE8VKA. Let's see. We had a pretty good day today. It was awesome. Thanks to Andy for coming over, helped me get the off-center fed dipole up. Super excited about getting that in there. Looking forward to that. And it was tight. It was tight. We've got two trees on the property, one in the backyard, one in the front. And so the antenna kind of goes from over the roof a little bit, and the yard's not quite long enough, so we kind of made it like an L, but we'll see if it works. So I'm excited to try it. So appreciate that, Andy. I'm going to be checking in and out as well. I'm going to go head to bed, so I'm ready for work tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll say 7 threes. Thanks for running the net, guys, and thanks for doing the pre-show, Mike. 7 threes, everybody. KE8VKA clear.
Okay, Josh, that sounds good. Hey, have a great night. I'll go ahead and clear with KE8VKA. Now let's go see what Erica's up to. KE8VZA.
KE8QWE in the net. This is KE8VZA. Doing well here. Mike, I hope you are and everyone else is too. And yes, I will be hanging out for the big show. This is KE8VZA, back to Prenet.
Okay, Eric, that sounds good. Welcome to the net. I'll go ahead and clear with KE8VZA. Okay, let's go and talk to Fred, KE8QFT. Hello, Fred.
Hello, everybody out there. First off, can you hear me?
Yes, Fred, you are loud and clear. Over.
Okay. That's nice to hear. I don't have anything further for now. I'll let you get on with the list and look forward to the upcoming net. Back to Prenet.
Okay, Fred, that sounds good. I'll go ahead and clear with KE8QFT. Let's go talk to Mac. KI5RFI. Hello, Mac.
KI5RFI. Hello, everybody on the net tonight. Good to hear everybody going strong. I will be hanging around for the big show. I'll turn it back over to you and let you keep on going there. This is KI5RFI, Mac in Springdale, Arkansas.
Okay, Mac, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. I'll go ahead and clear with KI5RFI. Okay, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
KCA, Foxconn Victor, KCFQV Mark.
Received audio. Welcome to the Echolink test server. This server records your transmissions and plays them back to help you adjust your transmitted and received audio. Please feel free to connect as often as you like.
Well, I didn't know that Echolink had ads. Oh, well, hey, I learned something new. KC8FQV. Hello there, Mark.
KCFQV. Well, I would think to say a few fares are over and we're running this week. I can't do this weekend. Might have been. I know Lorraine was. Dustin got to see his combines or not. Hope they fared out. They got deluged with water. Hopefully Lorraine did good. Portage, we had some water, but everything went good. So it's all done. They're tearing the rides down already. We're going to move on to the next location. Yeah, Jog is coming up, and other fairs are around. All kinds of carnival events are going on. Yeah, this is the end of summer coming this week. So we'll send it back to net, KCFQV.
Okay, Mark, and I'm sure that you're going to be here for the entire net. Over.
Yep, I'll be here. You'll be riding along as I drive home, KCFQV.
Okay, Mark, sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KC8FQV. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Alpha Foxtrot 5, Juliet Bravo, Matt, Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's your time.
Okay, Matt, could you come back with your call sign again? Andy went and got it. So I will go ahead. Hey there, Matt. How's it going?
They're pretty good. Had a pretty good weekend. Went out of town and saw a friend of mine up in Langley, Oklahoma. This little town on Grand Lake, about 600 people. But got there, hang out about an hour and a half, something like that. I got back towards Tulsa. I got back here about 1:30 this morning, but it's worth it, and had a good time. Usually, I check in on the Beacon Net on Wednesdays. But I changed my routes around, so I doubt I'll be able to do that anymore. At least for the Beacon Net, but just want everybody to know that I'll be here on Sunday nights. It's right now, so it's kind of past that while I'm there, but it's currently 83 degrees in Tulsa. I got a little bit of break for the heat. It's supposed to be harder by next weekend. Speaking of next weekend, I'll be at a concert next week about this time, so you may not hear me, but I'll try to get to hear whatever I can. So beyond that, that's all I got. You gotta stay cool and hydrated when it's still hot. Out there, and I'm gonna say week, and thanks for having me on, and the City 3, and hope to catch you all next time. Good to hear everybody. And this is the AFIJB, Matt, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's all I got. I'm one and done, and catch you all next time. Thanks again. Back to the control.
Okay, Matt, have a great night. I'll go ahead and clarify AF5JB. Okay, we have KL7 Frozen Radio. Hello, Mike.
Well, hello there, Andy and the Beacon Net. I grabbed the wrong radio at first. Hate it when that happens. Anyway, thanks for taking my check-in from the AIM window, and I do have a question, though. A couple nets ago, there was a question about the Titanic being raised, and I think the answer was ping-pong balls, Vaseline jelly, not compressed air, liquid nitrogen, or all of the above. I was wondering what the answer was. I was guessing Vaseline, but I got company that night, and I never did hear the end of the net. Anyway, I'll be in for the rest of the net. Back to net control, KL7FR.
W8WKY.
Okay, Mike, the answer to that was all of the above, which I question whether any of them would really work, and I question whether it should ever be raised. But the answer was all of the above. Hey, I have a question for you. I remember, it's been well over a year now, when the liquor store in Willow burned down, did they ever rebuild that over?
Yeah, it didn't actually burn all the way to the ground, but it gutted it, so they remodeled the whole. It's basically a strip mall there, the town site, food market and deli, and then the liquor store and video rental place, and it was shut down for remodeling for about 4 months, so there was people had to drive 15, 20 miles to wet their whistle. Anyway, it's back up and running, so that's a good thing. I'm only a mile away. Hi. KL7FR, back to net.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, I was just kind of wondering about that. Usually when something like that happens, it's a fairly major event for folks. So, good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with KL7 Frozen Radio, and Mike's going to be here for the whole show. So my shift is over. I'm sorry for getting the order of folks mixed up, but it does happen. So, with that being said, this is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. I'm going to transfer control to Nick at Night, KE8QKO. Nick, it's all yours.
All right. Thank you, Mike, and thank you for another fine pre-show this evening. All right. My name is KE8QKO, and I will be net control this evening. My name is Nick. Sorry, I'm a little on my preamble. And I'm going to apologize early. I'm coming off of a nasty bug of some sort, and I'm a little phlegmy and horsey. So if I happen to accidentally cough or something into the microphone, it's not intentional. I'm going to break for time for a moment. All right. I think that may happen a few times through the net this evening as well. All right. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here in the WWKY repeater. 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink WWKY-R. This is direct net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma that do drop in and various other repeaters. So we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Also, on that note, our net logger this evening is also on a digital node, so please be extra careful to make sure that you key up for a second or two, otherwise he may not get your whole call sign. Again, I'm going to say, because I was a little phlegmy at the start, my name is Nick, my call sign is KE8QKO, and I will be net control for the evening. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. nothing heard there. Stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Okay, nothing heard there. Sounds like Mike did a pretty good job on the pre-show. So we're going to go up to Aviate-MO, our trivia master this evening, and see what trivia he has for us. Andy, take it away.
All right, well, this is kind of more of what I scraped together, but we'll see how it pans out here. What we know today as no other radio, when did they activate its first transmitter? When was what we know today as no other radio activate its first transmitter? There we go, I think I got it right. I could have worded that a little better. But anyway, the answers are 1960, 1965, 1970, or 1975. Which year was it? Back to net, this is ABMO.
All right. Thank you, Andy. You know, I have no idea. I'm gonna wait until the end of the net to answer that one if I listen to maybe other people talk about it. But yeah, good question. That's always interesting to find out when that happened and things like that. Because I know sometimes I like to tune in and listen to those weather alerts and see what's going on. And, we're going to go down through our list of check-ins on the BeaconNet. This is KE8QKO. I'm going to run through this list of check-ins on the BeaconNet. Make sure I identify there. And we're going to start with KC0LRM. Go ahead and take it away.
Hey, thanks for getting me in there. I don't know how I got so early in the list, but that's okay, not a problem. Well, I think not a lot going on here, just enjoying this cooler weather. We only 80 degrees here in Tulsa today instead of 100. And I think I'm going to go with A, because I have no clue, to be honest with you, so I just want to go with A, and hope I get lucky. All right, well, thanks for running that. Let's get on down the list. Y'all have a great, everybody have a great evening out there and a great week coming up. KC0LRM clear.
All right, thank you, Kelly. Got you down there for Alpha. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one either. Honestly, I probably would have guessed differently if there would have been like a 1980 year, because then I would have thought about like the blizzards of 78 and 79 through like Ohio and New York, because they were pretty crazy, and I'd be like, oh, maybe that triggered it. But those are the big weather events that I'm aware of in my lifetime, and but that wasn't an option, so it's got to be one of the other ones. And next we had WB4 AIZ Chuck, who was in and out, and we're down to K5 CFY Ray. How you doing tonight, Ray? What traffic did you have for that this evening?
KE8QKO in the net that says K5 CFY. Good evening, Nick at Nite. Thanks for running the net, doing an awesome job. And Mike did a great job on the pre-show. I didn't get to talk to him, but I was on another net. But anyway, I don't have a clue on the Andy, you did a good job there. I'm going to go with Charlie, 1970. But anyway, I'll be listening, hang around and see who's right on that. So back to you there, Nick, and y'all have a great net. K5 CFY.
All right, thank you, Ray. That's down for Charlie. And you know, I'm gonna be honest. There was some questions that I had asked, I don't know, a while back about ham radio trivia questions, and there's a part of me that thinks that if I remembered all the questions I had asked, I'm not gonna look them up. That there might be something that would make me pick one of those years. I don't know off the top of my head, but that's just what I'm thinking based off of licensing and frequency availability and things like that. But that's just my best guess of thought processing. But again, I don't remember, and I'm not going to look them up and try to cheat. So next, we go down to W3 ETV Eddie. How you doing tonight, Eddie? And what traffic do you have for that this evening?
Hi, Nick. No traffic. Actually, did participate as NCO in the second hour of the Board and Breaker Net this morning, or this afternoon, actually. And that was a lot of fun. I always. And as far as the trivia goes, I don't know. I'm really confused. So I guess when you're confused as much as I am, you probably want to go with the first choice. So I'll go ahead and go with A as well. That'll be my answer, and I'm still not sure about it. Not sure about any of them, actually. So we got to pick one. We got to have to go ahead with the first one anyway. All right, we'll turn it back over to you, Nick. W3 back to that.
All right. Thank you, Eddie. Got you down for Alpha. Yeah, I'm not sure either, so we'll figure it out. Anyway, next we're down to WBA CXO. Mike. How you doing tonight, Mike? And what traffic do you have for the night this evening? Whiskey Bravo 8, Charlie X-Ray Oscar, Mike. This is KE8QKO on the Beacon Net, looking for your traffic this evening. All right, hearing nothing from Mike there, I'll put on my call back to later list, and we will move down to KC5, Real Big Guns, Shannon. How you doing tonight, sir? And what traffic do you have for the night this evening?
Howdy, KC5, RBG. Well, it's been a good day. Spent it with Kenyon. Got him yesterday after his football game, which he won, by the way. And his team played great. He played great. It was a good evening to watch a football game, too. They moved the game to later in the evening. It started at 6. So it actually wasn't too terrible outside. I think it was 95 down where they live. And so it wasn't too bad to sit out there and watch his game. Really enjoyed it. And hated taking him back tonight, but he has school in the morning, so had to do that. Made us both sad, actually. And yeah, it was a good day. Real good day. Hope everyone else is having a good day out there. My answer to the trivia question is going to be the great state of Oklahoma. But it's never the wrong answer. And other than that, we did have a rain shower the other day, a really brief one, but it did dump a half inch of water, which was really nice, except I was trying to drive in it, and I couldn't even see the road. It was coming down so hard. And finally, I got through the other side of it and could see again. And to end the storm, well, before I'd gotten to the storm, it was 100 degrees when it started sprinkling on me. And then in the center of the storm, where I couldn't see, it was 75 degrees. And when I came out the other side, it was 89 degrees. So it was nice having that brief cool down, but it didn't last long. I do have my truck back now. I am very, very happy about that. I didn't like that Jeep Rubicon, or that Jeep Gladiator. But I really love my truck. So I'm glad to have it back. I guess that's about all I have. I hope everyone has a wonderful start of the week. It says Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless. 73, back to the control.
All right, Shannon, thank you very much there. We got you down for the great state of Oklahoma as your answer for the trivia question, as always. And glad you got your truck back there. It's always good to have your truck back. And yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't driven one of those Jeep Gladiators. I've looked at them at one point, and I thought, yeah, these are not the kind of truck that I'd want. But yeah, glad you got your truck back. Anyway, now we have our alternate trivia master showing up in the blue screen. So I'm thinking he might be listening. And maybe we'll try to reach out to him so we can get the alternate question going here and see how that goes. KI5, DAY Allen, do you have an alternate question for us this evening?
KI5DAY, I apologize for showing up late. I got wrapped up. The AA net was still going when I left, and I don't usually leave early unless it's just they're chit-chatting. They kind of got into chit-chatting, but because I'm one of the officers in the club. But we had a very productive in-person meeting yesterday, and everybody's pretty excited, and we're getting a lot of stuff accomplished. I think somewhere down the road we'll probably even go digital with that net. It's getting scary. It's growing so fast. But anyways, yeah, I can do the alternate trivia. I haven't typed it in the blue screen yet, but I promise that anybody that hangs out in the blue screen, I'll get it typed in there as quick as I can. So whenever you're ready for me to read it, I will read it.
All right, Alex. Yeah, hey, no problems being in late. We're totally, I think everybody here is probably pretty well used to American Airlines running late, so I guess par for the course. But you're welcome to read the trivia question now, sir.
Okay, I will do, and then I will type it in the blue screen. And hi to all you Ohioans, your netizens, as Nick would say. Hi, Nick, and hope everybody's doing well, and everybody from Oklahoma and all the other places around that are listening tonight. So here is tonight's alternate trivia question, if I can read my own writing. Bubble wrap, the thing we all love so much. Bubble wrap was invented in 1957 by Alfred Fielding and Mark Chavannes. Originally, bubble wrap was not for protective packing, but it was created as A, textured wallpaper, B, a protective medical wrap for severe bruises, C, used inside a protective cap for epilepsy patients, or D, therapeutic relief for Uncle Wally, Corn Waldo Bean, for his schizophrenia. I'll reread that. One sec. I'm sorry, this is extremely stupid, but anyway, bubble wrap was invented in 1957 by Alfred Fielding and Mark Chavannes. Originally, bubble wrap was not used as protective packing, but was marketed as A, textured wallpaper, B, protective medical wrap for severe bruises, C, used inside a protective cap for epilepsy patients, or D, therapeutic relief for Uncle Wally Corn Waldo Bean's schizophrenia. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, Alan. Yeah, that's a good question there. I'm torn between a couple of them, and I'm gonna hold off on deciding which one of those I want to answer with. But thank you for that. You know what? We had 3 check-ins before you got in here that gave us trivia answers. So I'm going to run back through those 3 real quick and try to get the alternate question answered if they're out there and listening. So first we're going to say KC0LRM. Do you want to answer the alternate question? All right, nothing heard there. We're going to go up to KC5CFY and see if he wants to answer the alternate question.
E8QKO. I was just now typing it in on the blue screen, but I'll go ahead. I'm going to go. It's kind of torn between the wallpaper or Cornwall will be. Anyway, I'm going to go with Bravo for Beacon. So there you go.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Ray. Got you down there for Bravo for the alternate question. And then go back up to W3ETB Eddie and see if you would like to answer the alternate question. All right, nothing heard there. Perhaps he stepped away as well. And I know, KC5RBG always answers the great state of Oklahoma, so we're just going to double that one up for him. And this is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater going through check-ins for the BeaconNet this evening. Next, we go down to KF5ADE Nickelodeon, who I'm guessing is back in the United States and not in Japan. I'm curious, though, Nick, when you're in Japan, did you buy anything interesting out of a vending machine? Well, inquiring minds want to know.
At the mic. We're playing with some old circuit stuff I was reading, and before I realized it, I wasn't reading anything at all. I was looking at my back of my eyelids, I guess. So, your humorous antidote for this evening from Nick, Nickelodeon. Other than that, everything else has been going great. Just been taking care of grandchildren and helping the son out with a dead AC or died AC unit. So we've been doing a little bit of that, and that's about all I can think of. Not a whole lot of radio going on around here. It's just too hot. I'm waiting for the cool down to begin before I start playing with the antennas outside again. It's just so ungushly hot. But at any rate, I guess that's long enough before I time out. Better get back to net control. KF5AD, thanks a lot.
All right, Nick. I missed the beginning part of your transmission. Did you have answers for our trivia question?
This is KF5AD. Yes, I'm going to go with A for Alpha. The first answer. I kind of was listening to the other fellow talk about the first answer. I liked it, and that's what I was thinking of too. So we'll go with that one. Over.
All right. So we got you down for Alpha for the first trivia. You said you didn't hear the second trivia question. Is that correct?
Yeah, the bubble wrap question. Wow. I think I'm going to go with Cornwall to Bean on that one. That has got to be the answer because it just sounds so bad. Cornwall to Bean will be my answer on that one. KF5AD, back to net control.
All right. Thank you, sir. Got you down there for Alpha and Delta. And next we're down to KG5SYC Sandy. How you doing tonight, Sandy? And what traffic do you have for that this evening?
This is KG5SYC, and well, we're doing okay. My throat is still giving me some fits, and got phlegm and that built up, and my ears are cleared up, so that's a plus. But everything else is kind of like in la la land. Nonetheless, we're doing pretty good. Just sitting around doing nothing, hanging out, watching Nick check for spaces in the eyelids, and sometimes I have to laugh at him. He'll be sitting there thinking he's concentrating really hard on something, and next time I know, I look at him, his head's flipped back, and he's snoring. So, and then he says, oh, I must have fallen asleep. It's comical. Nonetheless, trivia. I'm going to go with A for both of them, both the alternate and the main one. Just sounds like a good thing. And as far as the bubble wrap, somewhere in the back of my mind, I remember hearing something about that. So we'll see if I'm right. This is KG5SYC, back to net control.
All right, Sandy, thank you very much. Got you down there for Alpha and Alpha. We had two more check-ins here who were in and out. That was K8YUK Lucy and K8VKA Josh. And that takes us down to K8VZA Eric. How you doing tonight, Eric, and what traffic do you have for that this evening?
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA. Doing well there, Nick at Night. Hope you are, and hope everyone else is too. Trivia questions. Great trivia questions tonight. I love it. I'm going to go with Bravo for the first question and for the alternate question. Unfortunately, we have a sick dog in our house. She has diagnosed with pancreatitis, and she's on 4 meds. She seems to be getting a little better. We're, just take it one day at a time here. She's 14, so, kind of expected something might come along soon. We'll see how it goes. Our Norris Club here had a fox hunt Saturday. I got to hide the foxes. That was highly entertaining, seeing that from the other side of the fence there, so to speak. One was an easy find, and the other was pretty difficult, and everybody enjoyed it. It was good. Got a bunch of yard work done otherwise, and a little R&R in between there. And everyone have a great start to the week. And thanks, Nick at Night, Mike, Andy, and the rest of the crew for running the net tonight. This is KE8VZA. Back to you, Nick.
All right, Eric. We got known for Bravo for the first question, and I think we missed your second question answer. Can you repeat that for us?
KE8QKO's KE8VZA. Alpha was my alternate trivia answer. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, sir. Got you down there for Bravo and Alpha. Next, we had KB5BDB Ron and his bunch, KC5PMT, KD5PFG, K5NRP, K5NRQ, all in and out, and we are down to K82TQR Keith. How you doing tonight, Keith? And what traffic do you have for the net this evening?
KE8. KE8. Yeah. Doesn't want to come out. KE8QKO, KE8TQR. Sorry about that. But anyway, I had a little frog in my throat. Nick, it's good to hear you tonight. I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling well, but hopefully you're mending up quickly. I want to thank you and Mike and the rest of the group for doing a fine job running the net. It's good to hear everyone tonight. Hope everyone's having a great night. I hope everyone has a great week. The information I have tonight, well, my weekend started out really fine on Friday because a couple friends and I got together Friday morning. The concrete was delivered. It got poured into the hole, and the base of the tower is in. Everything went smoothly. Everything looks fine, and I'm really glad that I've got that part of the project out of the way, and now comes the rest of putting everything together and getting the tower erect. So anyway, hope everyone's doing great tonight. Like I said, everyone has a great week. And with that, I'll send it back to you, Nick. And this is KE8TQR saying 73, everyone.
W8WKY.
Sounds good, Keith. Glad you got that tower in there. Did we get your answers for the trivia question?
I am sitting here kicking myself because I told myself get the answers out before you say anything else. And, oh, well, anyway, I always forget them. The main trivia question is going to be D for Delta. The alternate question is going to be B for Bravo. And I'll send it back to you, Nick. Sorry about that. KE8TQR.
Not a problem. Been there myself. Done it many times. Got you now for Delta and Bravo. This is KE8QKO and the WWKY repeater. Running through our list of check-ins for the BeaconNet. We are down to KE8QFP, Uncle Fred. How you doing tonight, Fred? And what traffic do you have for the net this evening?
Oh man, I just gotta try to clear my throat. Oh, we're doing fine. I think the trivia question must have been about 1970. C, Charlie. The alternate B, I think. Well, of course, I could be wrong, as often happens. But I think the alternate would be B. And the reason, it was given to patients because they'd have something to do, while they were healing. They could pop the bubbles in the bubble wrap. Other than that, boy, the Guardians won again today, and they are a mere 6 games out of first place with only a month left. So it doesn't look good for the World Series this year. But everyone out there, take care. Have a good, safe evening. How could you screw it up now? It's almost over. But with that in mind, we go back to net control. KE8QFT to net control.
All right. Thank you, Fred. And, I will say one thing. Never underestimate a Cleveland team to go ahead and screw up a good season if they have the opportunity to, because that's what Cleveland sports teams tend to do best. And sometimes they mess them up right from the start. Who knows? Anyway, next we have KD2 HCE, Chris, who was in and out, and we are down to K8 BHQ, Ben. How you doing tonight, Ben? And what traffic do you have for the net this evening?
KE8BHQ. I'm doing pretty good. Just relaxed all day and did a little bit of work on the truck and been researching some mobile radios to try to figure out which one I want to buy to install in it. Other than that, it's been, that's about it. As for trivia, I'm going to go with Alpha for the primary, and for the bonus question, I will go with Beta. This is KE8BHQ, and I'll give it back to net control.
All right. Thank you, Ben. Got you down there for Alpha and Bravo, and then I'll toss some unsolicited advice in there. I don't know what you're looking for your radio, but if you're just doing straight RF, I run a 2730 in mine, an Icom 2730, and I love that radio. I used it that was probably my first non-Bofang radio that I purchased and had it in my shack for a long time until I replaced it with my 991 Alpha and then put that in the truck. So it's been a really solid mobile radio. It does great. And it's dual channel, which is also kind of nice. Anyway, we had KC8EY Mac, who was in and out, and we are down to K1 RFI Matt. Oh, you know what? Let me rephrase that. We had KC8EY Dave, who was in and out, and we are down to KI RFI Mac. Mac, go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, this is KI5RFI. Enjoying listening to everybody talking on the net tonight. It's been extremely hot down here in northwest Arkansas. It's been a real heat wave. It's been pretty miserable. But we had a bit of a break today. Only got up to about 85. My answers for the trivia question would be Charlie for the first one and Bravo on the second one. And with that, I'll turn it back to Net Control. Say good evening. It's KI5RFI.
All right, Mac, thank you very much there. We got you down there for Charlie and Bravo. And next we go down to KC8FQV Mark. How you doing tonight, Mark? And what traffic do you have for the net this evening?
All right, KCFQV here. Well, not a lot. Fair's all over with now. And, all right. Love the phone sometime when I want to play with the screen. But the fair is all done. And then, but on the trivia, I'm going to say on the alternative ones, it may be. And on the,
Go, Nick.
Yeah, I was about to. All right, K8QKO. KC8FQV, K8QKO. I'm not sure what happened there. You said your call sign. There was some silence. You said something. You said Bravo, and then we heard nothing but silence after that. If you can come back with your transmission again with both trivia questions, I'd appreciate it. All right, Mark. What's going on with your equipment? Maybe you can try to check it, do a recheck later on the net when we call for check-ins. We got you down there for silence and Bravo. And then we had AF5JB Matt, who was in and out, and we are down to KL7 Frozen Radio, Mike from Willow, Alaska.
Well, I can come back whenever. KCFQV at 5 is jumping between mobile and LAN Wi-Fi.
You want to take Mark there first?
No, go ahead, Mike. I'll get back to Mark in a minute.
W8WKY.
All right, thanks, Nick. Here is KL7 KL7FR in Willow, Alaska, where it's 58 degrees and raining. We had a little nice weather first half of August, about 8-10 days of good weather. Then the state fair started, so that just about guarantees rain for the rest of the month. Sort of like washing your car. And I want to apologize to Mike QWE at the Prenet. I think I called him Andy. I don't think that's an insult. I just thought it was Andy. All you Ohio guys sound alike to me, just like all the Okies sound alike. So I don't know. I hope that doesn't make me an accentist. Anyway, glad to get in here tonight. Thanks for answering the trivia question too, Mike. I was wondering about that ever since that net. Anyway, for the trivia answers, I'm just going to guess Bravo. I think that's 1965. And I got no clue on the alternate, so I'll say S, Sierra, for Sasquatch, or maybe a sore Sasquatch. And hope your back gets better quickly and fully. That's terrible to have a herniated disc. I've been there, done that. That ain't no fun. So swift recovery to Sir Sasquatch. So I guess my answers are Bravo, Sierra. That's good, because that's what I'm full of. Thanks for taking my check-in. 7-3 to everyone on the Beacon Net. Have a great week. KL7 Frozen Radio. Back to net control.
All right, thank you, Mike. Sorry to hear about the upcoming rain. Enjoy the fair, but we got you down there for Bravo and Sierra. I don't know. I like to think that we all sound a little different, at least a little bit. But yeah, who knows? The accent in Alaska is probably a bit different from the accent down here in Ohio, and probably more so in Oklahoma. Anyway, this is KAQKO and the WWKR repeater going through our list of check-ins for the Beacon Net. And we're going to go back up to KC8FQV one more time to see what traffic Mark has for us. Mark, take it away. Make sure you include your trivia answers so we do not get those.
All right, KC8FQV. Yeah, on the alternative, I'm going to say A. And on the main one, 65. And, I figure it could happen. Because when you get in the yard around the Wi-Fi, you never can tell where exactly it'll decide to switch. And DV switch don't switch. It just disconnects itself with some of the other things. Although my phone, it handles it pretty well, because a lot of times the phone goes over Wi-Fi. Now I don't care because it's the same carrier that I have my phone with and we have our internet with, so I don't care now. But before, when it was with Verizon and Spectrum, my cable provider was, and Wi-Fi went on Spectrum, and Verizon was the phone, yeah, I did care. Because, I should have been paying always for the phone. But, but now, yeah, that was what I was doing. And I was driving home. I drove under one tree. It was okay, it's up where it was supposed to be. But I got light under it. The light shined from the car, and the light. But, yeah, the fairs are getting to the end of the season. So we have the holiday weekend, and then I guess we go in the fall, or beginning of fall. So everything else is going good. So we'll send it back to the net control, KCFQV, and we'll catch Dave in the morning with the barometer net.
All right, Mark, I got you down there, I think, you said Bravo for the alternate, and, you can push on for Bravo and Alpha. That's for the net logger. Gotcha. Anyway, we are now down to KI5DAY Allen. Let's see what traffic he has for us this evening. Or not traffic, never say traffic with Allen, because he changes that up. conversation. See what conversation Alan has for us this evening.
KI5DAY. Hey, you caught on to the traffic thing. That's cool. Yeah, you caught me at my game. So no traffic reports tonight then, since you didn't ask for any. Yeah, just sitting over here. Every once in a while, I actually type something in the blue screen, as rare as that is, but once in a while I chime in. Yeah. If you're not in the blue screen, you missed half the net, by the way, peeps, so you ought to get in here. It's a lot of fun. But once again, great net, enjoying the heck out of it. Had a busy yesterday, man. I was 3 different engagements yesterday, but I remember a little American Airlines club that had almost dwindled down to nothing a couple, 3 years back is now taking off like a skyrocket, and it's getting busy. But we're having a good time with it, and I'm having a good time in here tonight, as tired as I am. Still a little sore from my broken toe episode. I went plumb crazy and cracked my toe in half about a week and a half ago. That was exciting and wonderful. And what else? I don't know. I want some boiled eggs or some deviled eggs. After talking about eggs there in the blue screen, now I'm hungry. So not much else. And for the main trivia, I'm going to say C. I think that was 1970, so that's my answer for the main trivia. And that's all I have. KI5DAY. Back to net.
All right, Alan, thank you very much. I hope your toe's healing well. We got you down there for Bravo, since you put that in there earlier. Next, we had KI5TAQ Taco Tim, who checked in and out. Oh, well, guess he's not here to give Alan a hard time tonight. We'll have to do without. Maybe we'll find a way to do it ourselves. Anyway, next we get on to W2JLS. John, see what traffic he has for us this evening. John, go ahead and take it away.
Hey, good evening, Nick. I didn't remember checking in, so somebody must have caught me hanging out here, lingering, and I appreciate being picked up. So I was reading the trivia questions here in the blue screen. I'm going to guess 1965 on that first year for NOAA weather radio. Have no clue, but that seems like a good shot, maybe. And then the other one, just thinking on bubble wrap, I could see maybe at that time in history, at least in this country, maybe the hippie movement or folks like that maybe looking for textured wallpaper. I remember when I was a kid growing up, some of the youth, the teens in that era were with love beads and lava lamps and stuff like that. I could see the maybe textured wallpaper concept. Can't imagine anyone trying to use that for a medical application in the beginning. Yeah, so those are my guesses. Yeah, thanks for having me in the net here tonight, for picking me up. Also, I mentioned, I don't know if it's been talked about, but Frasier is making a return to the TV. So for folks that were fans of Frasier, you're going to get another shot at that. But I gather that almost nobody from the original cast, barring Frasier himself, is making the return. Anyway, everyone have a great night. This is W2JLS. Good evening on your ears.
All right, John. We got you down there for Bravo for the first answer, and I think you said it, but I think we missed it. The alternate answer. Can you come back with that again?
Gosh, I don't know the letter, but whatever the answer was with the textured wallpaper, the bubble wrap used on the walls is my guess.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, sir. Got you down there for Alpha. Yeah, I guess that's interesting that Frasier's coming back. Given that, I think a lot of TV shows have the main, obviously Frasier has the main character being Frasier, but all the other characters tied it together, and if it's only one coming back, they're probably going to miss out on some of that magic. Well, my thoughts anyway. Oh, we have one more checking in here, showing up on my screen. El Presidente himself, AA8CS, Gary, go ahead and take it away, sir.
Nick at Night, yeah, good to hear you this evening. This is Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra in Fairlawn. How's everyone doing this evening? I have come off a tremendous day. Got a lot of stuff accomplished today, including a bunch of club stuff, so I'm really excited about that. But that will wait for a later date. But anyway, really good to be here this evening. I didn't hear the trivia question, but that is not a problem. I'll go with C because, as everyone knows, if you don't know, choose C. That's just common knowledge. Anyway, that's all I have this evening. Nick, good to hear you this evening, and you do a great job, just got to say. So take care. 73, everybody, and have a fabulous evening. This is Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra, back to net control.
All right, Gary, thanks for getting in there. We got down there for Charlie and Charlie. All right, this is KEXUKO on the WWKY repeater. We have run through our list of check-ins for the BeaconNet. Now, before I start taking new check-ins, I'm going to run up to the net control team because I know at least one of them might fall asleep if I get back to them later. So we're going to start now. We're going to go up to KE8QWE Mike and get his traffic and answers for the trivia question. Go ahead and take it away, Mike.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Nick, how did you know I was about ready to fall asleep? I'm just sitting here looking at old electronics illustrated magazines from the 1950s on the internet now. You know, when you get to that point in your life, then you know, I won't say you've hit rock bottom, but boy, you're starting to see it. So that is what I've been up to. Trivia, I'm going to go with A and A. I really don't know, but I thought AA sounds good. Let's see, Dave, my wife and I, we went to church, came home, had some lunch, went to a Sarah meeting, and came home, had a little bit to eat, got on the Wolverine net, and did a few things around here, and here I am. So with that being said, everybody have a great night, and stay safe, stay healthy. There is still an awful lot of plagues that are floating around. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Back to KE8QKO. See you, folks.
All right. Thank you very much, Mike. Actually, I wasn't thinking you were going to fall asleep. I figured you were up and roaring, but maybe I'm covering two here. But next we go down to KD8EPC. Just Nick. See what traffic he has for that this evening. Wait, correction. KD8EPC Dustin. Just Nick is after that. I got my lines mixed up. Dustin, take it away.
All right there. Thank you, Nick. I was pausing because I wasn't sure if you were calling for me or just Nick, so there you go. I'm kind of here. I'm half asleep and ready to head towards bed. Don't have a whole lot for the net tonight. It's been 16 days since my last cigarette, so there you go with that. Otherwise, just ready for another work week here, and hopefully seeing the doctor later this week about the back, and hopefully I'll get better. For my trivia answers, give me B, and then give me A, even though I'd really like to pick answer D. So there you go. KD8EPC, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Dustin. Got down this Bravo and Alpha. Hope your back feels better. Get some rest. Lay horizontal for a bit, and just try to relax. Next, we're down to KD8SLG. One wing himself, Just Nick. Go ahead and take it away, sir.
And we'd like to thank that moment to the Dewdrop Inn. Have I got it, Nick?
Sir, go ahead and take it.
K8QKO, this is KD8SLG. Hi, Nick, and all of the Beacon netizens. All right, let's go straight to trivia before this bandit comes back in here. So, first one, I'm going to go with A. I think the earliest there is the best idea. I think Noah had to exist before NASA, put it that way. And, well, I usually have some creative kind of stuff from the archives for the Cornwaldo bean question, but this one has got me a little bit off because it's not so much that Uncle Wally was not involved in all these things. It was the marketed part. But, you know, Uncle Wally Cornwaldo bean schizophrenia was treated with textured wallpaper, therapy, or protective medical wrap for severe abuses from banging himself against the textured wallpaper, and eventually used inside his protective cap, which they called for epilepsy. But it's often disputed in the family whether this was actually therapeutic relief or the actual cause of Uncle Wally's Cornwaldo bean schizophrenia. However, I think it was marketed as textured wallpaper. That would be A, Andy. This is KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Nick. Got you down there for Alpha and Alpha. Next, we're going to go to 88MO. Andy, I will not ask you to read the answers to the trivia question yet because we are not done with the net, but I would like to get your comments for the net. So please go ahead and take it away.
Well, that's why I put myself at the bottom of the list so I could just roll it into trivia, but you're not going to let me do that, are you? Okay. Good evening. Wow, I am tired. Had a very, very busy weekend. So anyhow, good to hear everybody here on the net. Yeah, as Josh explained, KVKA went over to his house, had to make a pit stop to another local ham. He needed his antenna checked, his vertical. We gave it a test on 40 meters, and the guy in New Jersey came back. He said it was 59, but he certainly wasn't 5'9" on our end. He was copyable, but kind of weak. So I guess it's working. So anyway, kind of did some talking with him, an explanation of how exactly the antenna gets tuned. And it seems like it's functioning. So, and then I went straight down to the southeast side of Akron. After that, just barely enough time to get that 80-meter offset center fed up. Thank God, it went very, very well. I didn't have to relaunch any ropes. I got them up over the peak of the tree in the back the first time. And due to surrounding utility lines, we couldn't do it over the peak of the front tree, but we did get it over the lowest branch of the whole tree, which was still about 30 feet up, because we only had to go over the phone line to get to that one. So that's what we did. And it actually clears the peak of his roof. I thought it was going to be touching the roof, but it actually cleared the roof. So it's kind of in an L shape because his lot is not 135 feet long. No way, no how, in the middle of the city. But we ran out of daylight, so we didn't get a chance to test it to see if it works at all at 80 with the way it's up. But it is at a maximum height of 50 feet. And I would say at least 75% of it is a minimum height of 30 feet. So that's as good as we could possibly do on a city lot. So we'll see how that works. I look forward to talking with him. He's excited. He's just got to terminate one more connection, put one more SO239. No, not an SO239. PL259. Let me drop it a sec. So anyway, that was a lot to say. My brother came over and his family. We got together, had some, my mom cooked some lasagna. That was good. It was tasty. And then I went to church in the morning. So I had a jam-packed day. Let's see. Alan's question, as tempting as it is to go with D-Delta, I'm pretty sure it is A-Alpha, textured wallpaper. But those other answers are very believable. So that's all I got. There, you got some comments out of me, Nick. KAQKO, nice job. This is AB8MO.
All right, Andy. I think I got you down there for textured wallpaper alpha for the alternate question, and thanks for the trivia this evening. Actually, before I start taking check-ins, could I get you to reread the trivia question one more time? KAQKO on the WWKY repeater on the BeaconNet. So, Andy, if you could reread the question for us, and then I'm going to go to Alan and get that one reread, and then we're going to do another round of check-ins. So, take it away, sir.
Okay, I'm on the wrong line here. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, because anybody who would be checking it now probably didn't hear it. Now I gotta pull it up again. Okay, here we go. When was what we know today as no weather radio activate its first transmitter? Was it A, 1960, 1965, 70, or 75? A, B, C, D, respectively. 1960, 1965, 1970, or 1975? Again, the question was, when was what we know today as no weather radio activate its first transmitter? Or should I say, when did? No, I think I had it right the first time. Phrasing is a little weird, but you guys have gotten the idea. Back to net. This is AB. Oh, wait a minute. Alan, KI5DAY, toot toot. You're up. This is AB8MO.
Hey, KI5DAY. Yeah, you caught me off guard. I forgot I was coming up next. I was typing a message in the screen. Once in a while I actually have something to say in there. It's pretty rare. But anyway, I will go ahead and reread tonight's alternate trivia question. I think that's what I was doing. Bubble wrap was invented in 1957 by Alfred Fielding and Mark Chavannes. Originally, bubble wrap was not marketed for protective packaging, but it was marketed as A, textured wallpaper, B, a protective medical wrap for severe bruises, C, used inside a protective cap for epilepsy patients, or D, therapeutic relief for Uncle Wally Cornwaldo being schizophrenia. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. You got your trivia questions reread there, and this is KAQKO in the WWKY repeater. I'm going to take another round of questions and comments before we go in and get these answers read for us. So anyone who has not checked into the BeaconNet that would like to, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Whiskey Victor, 3 Kilo. Phil and Canal Fulton.
Delta Kilo November, David, Boynton Beach, Florida. Good evening.
Kilo Delta 8, Quebec Oscar Lima. KD8QOL. This is Keith over here in Kenmore, and I'll keep checking in and out. Just want to add to the numbers. Everyone have a great night.
KI5TAQ,
in a state of confusion.
Victor Kilo 2 Delta Yankee, VK2DY, Robert in Sydney.
VK3HJQ, VK3HJQ, John in Australia. I'll just be in and out. Good afternoon from down under.
Kilo Charlie 3 Quebec, Foxtrot Charlie, FedEx Mike, evening all, in and out, 73s.
All right, I'm going to take it there. What a fine, orderly list of check-ins. Thank you very much, gentlemen. First, we had WV3K. Then we had KO4DKN. We had KF5TAQ with a recheck. I had you earlier as in and out, Tim, so I think we're going to unmark you as in and out and get back to you for a comment. Then we had VK2DY Robert, we had VK3HJQ John, and we had Case, who was in and out, and we had KC3QFC FedEx Mike, who was also in and out. Okay, so let's run through this list, and we're going to start with WV3K Phil. Go and take it away, sir.
I guess KD8QOL got stomped on.
KC8QOL. Yeah, I think you did. So we got you in there, KC8QOL.
No, that's actually KD8QOL. Kilo Delta 8 Quebec Oscar Lima. And I was just checking in and out, so didn't mean to interfere once again. So with that, I'll be signing off here, and you guys have a great night. 73s, everyone.
All right, KD8QL, sorry about that, sir. Got you checked in and out there. Appreciate you getting with us. Sorry if you got to get stumped. I guess it wasn't as orderly as I'd hoped, but I guess it is what it is. Anyway, thanks for checking in, and we go up to WV3K Phil. Hello, Phil. What traffic do you have for that this evening?
Hello, Nick. It's good to hear you tonight. Sorry to hear you're under the weather, and I hope that you do much better here as time goes on. You're doing really good tonight for not feeling well, and your signal and your audio is just excellent. Anyway, likewise to our guest Nick, SLG. I hope that he's continuing and improving and being able to ambulate a little bit with getting that arm moving and just feeling better all the way around, overall sense of wellness to enjoy life a little bit better and improving as time goes on as well. And that includes to our buddy Dustin. I know he's been hurting quite a bit, and I just hope he takes it easy there while he's in convalescence mode and working closer with the doctors now and getting things taken care of. So my thoughts are there with all of them, and also our Russ from last week. I remember someone, Russ, was not the same that I was thinking of before that had worked with us here at the house, but needless to say, as a brother in ham radios, like many of our sisters as well, I think of all with affection and much Lord's blessings. So anyway, answers to the trivia. I'm going to go with Alpha Alpha, and just enjoy the time being able to fellowship with all of you. And it's nice to hear people enjoying being together and taking time to have fun together doing this. With that, I'll turn it back to Net Control Nick at Nite. You're doing a great job, buddy, and I'm going to go ahead and clear for the evening and get myself ready for some good rest tonight. WAWKY, Net Control, Nick at Nite. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Take care, and God bless, and love to everyone.
All right, thank you, Phil. Got you down there for Alpha, and you have a good night as well, sir. And next, we're going to go to K04DKN. David, see what his traffic is for the evening. David, take it away.
Good evening to everybody. Yes, we in South Florida are getting ready for what should be a passing of this tropical storm, which should go into a hurricane and potentially be a Category 2 by the time it hits landfall in northern Florida around the Jacksonville, Mexico Beach area, which is still recovering from the last hurricane that was up there. But hopefully for us down here in the south, it will just be a rain event for us. So our Skywarn and Aries are getting ramped up and prepared as we enter hurricane season in full-blown fashion. As far as trivia goes, I'm going to go with, I'm hoping there's a 1970 or 1974 answer in there. And I'll take that one, and then I guess I'll go for B on the alternative, B for the beacon net. And send it back to Net Control. Thanks very much, guys, and have a good week.
All right, thank you, David. Good luck on the hurricane season. Hope everything works out well for you guys there. It's glad you have the Skywarn set up and keep people alerted and keep emergency traffic going. We got you down for Charlie and Bravo. And next we're going to go down to KI5TAQ Taco Tim and see what traffic he has for us this evening. Tim, take it away.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. This is KI5TAQ. As far as trivia question is, the first question, I'd go for Alpha, and the alternate, I'm going to go for D, because that's kind of funny in a way. But other than that, we had a great meeting at the American Airlines Amateur Radio Club face-to-face. Made some progress, and well, we're getting things all put together. So with that said, I'm going to send it back to Net Control. All of you have fun. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, Tim. Thank you, sir. Got you down there for Alpha and Delta. And since your name in NetLogger seems to be Taco Tim, I'm curious, what is your favorite type of taco?
Well, this is KI5TAQ. Favorite kind of taco? I could say beef, and I can also say chicken, but I can also go with burritos and maybe a few other Mexican foods that come along my direction if I want them. So I'm not limited to tacos. Maybe that can help your answer, but the Taco Tim was just thanks to a friend that saw my call sign and said Taco Tim, and that's how it's now stuck.
All right. Gotcha. I appreciate that. I'm thinking you talk about tacos and burritos. I'm thinking, what if you could figure out I thought, what if you put a burrito in a taco? Well, obviously that wouldn't fit, right? But then you could take a taquito and chop it up and put that in a taco. That would be almost like a burrito in a taco. I don't know. It might be some crazy new concoction. Probably not a new concoction, but it popped into my head. Anyway, I like food. I like to think about it, and that's where I went with that. So next we had KDAQOL, who is Keith in and out. Sorry about the mix-up there, Keith. I think I actually had you on my list. I just didn't match the blue screen, and I missed reading your call sign. But we got you in there, got you in and out, and I appreciate you checking in. And next we go down to VK2DY, Robert. How you doing tonight, Robert? And how's the weather down in Australia?
Yes, good afternoon. This is Victor Kilo 2 Delta Yankee in, where am I? I'm actually in Westmead at the moment, New South Wales. I'm not home. I had to run out and do some errands here. But anyway, I'm out and about. It is beautiful weather down here. We went to spring about a week ago now. It's been spring. It's about 24 degrees Celsius here right now, which is close on 75 Fahrenheit. We probably won't get much warmer than that, but it's beautiful. Everything's in bloom. Everything's in blossom. Everything smells like a perfume shop out here, so it's a beautiful time of the year. I'm busy gardening. Redoing much of the yard, changing my old dead garden that I had into a nice native garden and some raised vegetable gardens. So I'm making a major change on my gardening outdoors. Anyway, other than that, I won't keep it much longer. I don't have a clue for the first question, so I'm just going to go with Alpha. And for the bubble wrap, I'm going to go with Alpha. VK2DY, back to net.
All right. Thank you there, Robert. We got you on there for Alpha and Alpha. And yeah, I think it's a little bit warmer than that here, but it's getting pretty close to matching temperatures. We do have a bit of an overlap, but instead of things growing, things here are starting to die. It is the season. We're getting close to leaves turning, I think, and I think some of the leaves are maybe starting to look like they're wilting a bit. I don't know if that's just me or what, but yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, next we had VK3HJQ John, who was in and out. We had KC3QFC FedEx Mike, who was in and out. And we are down to KE5 NCP Tom. How you doing tonight, Tom? And what traffic do you have for the net this evening?
Well, good evening to you and everybody else on the net tonight. Just barely got in here in time before it ended here. Had some stuff to take care of, so didn't make it in on time. I have not heard the primary question. I did read the secondary question on the blue screen, but that's no real big problem. I never know the answers anyway. So looks like I've seen a couple of people vote for A and A, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll just go A and A. We'll leave it at that. But just been a pretty good day here in Oklahoma today. We're down to 77 degrees right now, so it's cooling off nicely, and it didn't get all that hot today. I think it got up around 90, so that's not too bad. It was a fairly decent day, and look forward to a couple of more anyway before it starts to warm up here pretty good again. Anyway, we'll turn it back to you and let you get on with the net and get her wrapped up. So 73 to everybody, KE5 NCP, Oklahoma.
All right, thank you, Tom. Got you down there for Alpha and Alpha. And we are now at the bottom of the list. This is KAQKO and the WWKI repeater. I'm going to take one more call for check-ins before we go through and read our answers for our trivia questions. So, anyone who has not checked into the BeaconNet that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, we got a recheck from WB8CXO. Go ahead and take it away. All right, right. Thank you, sir. Got you down there for Charlie and Alpha, and that completes our round to check into the BeaconNet this evening. So let's go up to Aviate-MO, Andy, and get the answer for our primary question. Oh, you know what? I didn't get my answers for the question. Just a moment. All right, I'm going to go with 1965 for the primary question, and I'm going to go with Alpha for the alternate question. Sorry, Andy, I forgot the letter for your question, so I'm just giving you the year. And then we'll go up to you to get the answers read for us. Aviate-MO, KAQKO, can we get the answer for the primary question, sir?
Trying to find my foot pedal when it wasn't working. This is AB8MO on the FT991A. Not that anybody cares, but let's see. Tonight's regular, not so fashionable trivia question: when was what we know today as No Other Radio activate its first transmitter? And as my phone is blowing up, answer. This was surprising to me. It was actually earlier than I thought. It's 1960. The U.S. Weather Bureau, now known as the National Weather Service, first began broadcasting marine weather information in Chicago and New York City on 2 VHF radio stations in 1960 as an experiment. Proving to be successful, the broadcast expanded to serve the general public in coastal regions in the 1960s and early 1970s. As of January 2020, there were 1,032 stations in operation in all 50 states and Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, American Samoa, Guam, and Saipan. With over 95% effective coverage of the U.S. population. That's all she wrote. Back to net, AB8MO.
All right, Andy. Thank you, sir. It looks like I got that one wrong. Let's see how I did on the alternate question. KI5DAY, Alan. Would you read us the answer for the alternate question this evening, sir?
KI5DAY, not now. I'm right in the middle of a Rothschilds. Sorry, some of you might remember that commercial, some of you don't, so don't worry about it. KI5DAY, man, I'm getting tired. I'm so tired I would almost pay $10 for 5 minutes of sleep. And I don't know why I'm so tired, but I'll get over it when I go to bed. Then tonight's alternate trivia question was, bubble wrap was invented in 1957 by Alfred Fielding and Mark Chavanez. Originally, bubble wrap was not marketed for protective packaging, but was marketed as A, textured wallpaper, B, protective medical wrap for severe bruises, C, used inside a protective cap for epilepsy patients, or D, therapeutic relief for Uncle Wally Cornwall being schizophrenia. Believe it or not, it's not D. The majority answered A, and that is correct. So bravo, everybody. You got that one. That's pretty awesome. Let me let this drop. And the story goes that bubble wrap was invented by these two gentlemen in 57. They sealed 2 shower curtains together, trapping pockets of air inside to create a new form of household decor. It was not invented for shipping and packaging, but eventually it made its way somehow into becoming the packaging when they realized that the decor did not work so well. So with that, another wonderfully amazing alternate trivia question. Back to net control. Great net. KI5DAY.
All right, Alan. Thank you, sir. Looks like I got that one right. And we got our answers for the trivia question this evening. This is KAQKO and the WWKR repeater, where I'm going to do one more round. Let's say again, one more round of check-ins for the BeaconNet, just in case there's anybody out there that wants to check in before we close it down. So if you'd like to check in, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Clouds, KQ4, JUN, Kilo Uniform 4, Juliet, Kilo Quebec 4, Juliet Uniform Mike, Atlanta, Georgia, South Georgia right now.
Kilo Whiskey 4 Alpha Golf, KW4 AG, Dennis, Gate City, Virginia.
All right, I got two in there. I got KQ4JUM Clarence, and I have KW4AG Dennis. So let's go up to Clarence and see what traffic he has for the net this evening. Clarence, take it away.
No real traffic, just my second net, so yay. The trivia sounded cool, so just listening. Thanks.
Sir, thanks for checking in with us. Come back and check in anytime. We're always happy to take your traffic and get your answers for the trivia questions. And next, go down to KW4AG Dennis. How you doing tonight, Dennis? And what traffic do you have for the net this evening?
Not really any comments, just listening in for tonight. It's interesting net, and yeah, I'll have to try this again. Is this, give me a little information. How long is the net? When's it start? And what nights of the week is it on?
All right, sir. Yeah, we run every Sunday and Wednesday night, and the net starts at 10 p.m. Eastern time with pre-checks on our local repeater at starting at 9:30 p.m. And I'm going to run through all of that here in just a moment as well, as I go through our little preamble for closing down the net. However, before we close the net, I do have a quick announcement. Take me out to the ball game on Saturday, September 2nd, starting at 7:05 p.m. Join us for a Sarah-sponsored baseball event at Canal Park in downtown Akron where the Rory... Geez, I cannot talk. It's getting too late. All right, join us for a Sarah-sponsored baseball event at Canal Park in downtown Akron for the Bowie Ducks versus the Rubber Ducks. Tickets are $12 each, and it is a fireworks night. You can get more information on the WWKY.org events page. See the future Guardian stars as they earn their way to the Major League. I'm going to break for time. And on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, K8QWE, KD8SLG, KD8EPC, and AV8MO, I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the Beacon Net on Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the WWKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. As mentioned earlier, the Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time with pre-check starting at 9:30. You're welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the WWKY repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sundays. Also, don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the Beacon Net. This is K8QKO. Return the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time. 73 all.